Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Yo, LumioseStation, what is going on? NumbNexus, I bring you guys back. Cardio with NumbNexus. So, this is, I don't even remember what part this is. I'm so lost track. But let's try and bump this video up to 300 likes, and then let me know in the comments section down below who the MVP is out of my team. Make sure to know that the MVP is the Pokemon that does the most work, not the one last standing. So, we're back here with the same team. I think this is the last session with this team. Or I think I have one more session that should be good to go. Keem's got somewhat of a, Fire Week team, so I think Typhlosion should be wrecking house. I hate to bring in a cheese though, so props to you, big dog. Props to you. I want to lead off with I want to just lead off with God damn it. My phone's in my camera. Hold on. I want to lead off with my freaking God, I cannot speak. I can't speak today. I want to leave my Yuxi to get the rocks because he has no defogger. And he's got like 2 ice types. So when I saw that, I was like, hello rock weakness. We're about to figure out right now who he wants to lead off with, what he wants to do with this team. So I'm about to figure out and learn quite shortly what he wants to do with this team. So let's see what he does. I want to see what he just starts off doing first. Okay, so I do lead off with the Yuxi, and he's going to end up leading off with the Palpitoad. Okay, he wants to get up his own set of rocks. Understandable, because I have somewhat of a rock weakness, so that makes sense. I don't even have a spinner, do I? I have a defogger, yes! Okay, so it doesn't even matter at all. I'm going to put up my rocks, as at this point it's not really fearing to me what he wants to do. So it really doesn't even matter to me. Pretty sure he wants to put up his own rocks as well. He goes to the Icy Wind instead. I don't know why he did that. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, really. I'm wondering why he did that. I'm wondering if he has a plan. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now go for the Yawn. I have to think it through. I'm gonna go for the Yawn. Does hit his Leafeon too. He puts up the rocks here. Now maybe predicted a switch. Maybe, I'm not too sure. So we're about to figure out right now what he wants to do and everything. Just ignore the background noise. It sort of happens, so... I did go for the Yawn, so now I'm forcing a switch. I think at this point now I'm pretty free to just go for the U-turn. I don't think he's going to stay in. I know that I could force a switch this way, and it's very optimal that I do get this U-turn off. As he's going to get out of here, and he's going to go to the Leafeon, so getting the U-turn off on this thing is 10 times better. I was going to double Yawn, but no, this is so much better. 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 I like this. As I did decent understandable damage, as I get a free switch now out to the Typhlosion, and something dies. He's got to send in somebody that dies. Literally no one on his team. Actually, no. I send in Typhlosion and I win. I literally win once I send in Typhlosion. So I'm going to take rocks damage. That's fine. If worse comes to worse, I can just spam Flamethrower. But I'm going to go for the Eruption. He may want to go for the Quick Attack if he packs it. Just to make my Eruption 10 times weaker. But at this point, I can just spam it. I literally can just spam Eruption. I think, do I have the game? The Palpitoad can take a hit, and so can the walrein. Besides that, everything else dies. So he's going to send straight back out the Palpitoad. I know Palpitoad will be able to swallow this hit. So, no, I guess it's not too game over yet. I guess I got a little bit over myself. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to go straight out into... I want to say, we're going to go out into, let's go out to the Yuxi again. I have no reason not to. I feel like he's going to Icy Wind again, predicting my Shiftry. I'm not too worried about rocks. Again, I can just get rid of them. I do have the Defog, because Shiftry can somehow learn Defog. It's a tree and it blows stuff, so it makes sense. He's going to whip out the Surf here, so he seems to use Stealth Rocks with 3 attacks. Icy Wind, Surf, and I want to say his last move has got to be the Earth Power, a ground type move. Let's go for the Yawn, try and get someone to be put to sleep, as is going to be putting his Palpitoad to sleep. Or no, the Palpitoad is just going to be taking mad damage from that, as he reveals the Sludge Bomb. So he has no ground moves at all, so I have nothing really to worry about that, but gets the small chance of poisoning. That's a doo-doo. That is doo-doo as a duck. That is doo-doo as a duck. I can't do jack hoohies now. May as well, I want a Psychic, but at the same time I don't. He's got a Duosion, whatever they're called. So of course, he's going to switch out again. What I should be doing is just spamming Yawn. As he does go to the Duosion again, it's fine. I'm getting U-turn damage off on it, and he doesn't seem to be Magic Guard. It seems to be Regenerator. So that's going to be a big... Oh! I did a lot of damage. Did I get a crit? No, I did a lot of damage. Holy crap. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now a Typhlosion Eruption gets another kill. But I don't want to send out the Typhlosion on this guy. And then, you know, because that'd suck. I don't want to send out the Typhlosion on this guy. Because I'd be taking rocks damage every time I'm sending it in. And what's the point of that? You know, what the hell's the point? So, Typhlosion is my win check. I want to keep him around. Let's go out into... Because I want to go out to Madara, the Shiftry. But unfortunately, my only dark move is Sucker Punch. And I don't know if a Seed Bomb is... Well, no, if U-turn did that much damage to Pokemon with no attack. Here's a max attack stab Seed Bomb. Almost positive. This should be able to take it out. I know these guys, I think, can learn Dazzling Gleam. Regardless, I know they can learn Focus Blast. So I'm just going to go for the Seed Bomb and be able to KO the thing. He no longer has a Leafeon, so Madara should be able to run House, as that is able to kill. Okay, I was fearing that it wouldn't kill just so I saw the HP do lower damage. I was really fearing that, to be honest. Oh my god. Okay, brings out this guy. Oh, jinkies. Oh, jinkies. I feel like I need to sack this and then get a free switch out into the... No, I need this thing around. I need this thing. What's unfortunate is I really do need it around because he has a Walrein. And it's going to be nice for the Walrein as well as the Palpitoad. If I think it through here, I know Hakim. I'm battling Hakim. I know Hakim loves to run Choice Scarf Glaceon. So I feel like I should just go for the Sucker Punch here and sack it, but then I can't defog away the hazards. And that's going to be unfortunate. It does apply much more pressure to my Volt turning core. But I think what I should do here is I'm actually going to get out of here. And I'm going to go straight out into my Yuxi. But if I do that, it's just a 3 KO. So what the hell would be the point? After Rocks and Poison, that's potentially a 2 KO. So what the hell would be the point, you know? But the goal is to try and get a free save switch out into it. But then no. I'm going to Sucker Punch. I don't need it. If I really did need it for the Walrein, I did need it for the Walrein then. No, I do need it for the Walrein. What am I doing? Go out to the Yuxi. Yeah, I was about to say, what am I doing? Because he has a Pikachu. My Rotom fan is not going to be helping me out too much at all. So... Okay, so I'm gonna see what he does. Goes to the Ice Beam. Yep, as I figured, he's Scarfed. So I'm actually gonna take that a lot better than I expected, but I'm pretty sure I can't take another one after the Toxic Poisoning. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Let's go for Yan. Pretty sure I can just go for Yan. I'm gonna die from this range anyway, so what the hell's the point, you know? Unless he somehow miraculously misses the Ice Beam. Not a chance, Lance, not a chance, Lance, not a chance. I think this thing is actually faster than a Typhlosion as well. And I think he may just want to leave it in on my Typhlosion and try and get as much damage as he can. So I'm going to come out the Firm, and Typhlosion is just a very powerful threat, as you can see, into this tier. So that does so much damage. Rocks is like a 5-8 KO just from switch-ins. So I feel like I should just go for the Flamethrower and spam that. But Eruption does have more power, but I'm almost at half. So what the hell? Yeah, there's no point in going for the Eruption. I'm almost at half. He's gonna get out of here, and he's gonna go out to the Palpitoad. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. I know he does resist it, but I want to see how much damage it's gonna be doing to the Palpitoad. I'm almost at half, so what the hell be the point in going for the Eruption? As that Flamethrower doesn't do anything, and there's no burn, so I am gonna get out of here. I really got to get rid of these hazards right away. So I feel like I should bring it in on. I feel like I should bring in my Shiftry on the Palpitoad. That way he's gonna go over to Surf here. And then I should somehow whip out the Defog, and then get rid of the hazards, because these hazards are really boning my Typhlosion. My Typhlosion is my win check. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I doubt he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb. If he does go for the Sludge Bomb, we could have some problems. So let's see what he ends up pulling out here. I'm really hoping that he doesn't go for the Sludge Bomb, or else I'm so screwed. As he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Oh, and I'm not living that. Carry down, no poison. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I have two plays here. Kill this thing off, or get rid of hazards. I would rather get rid of hazards in a heartbeat. So we're about to get rid of hazards right now. Gonna defog and get rid of these hazards. Oh god, Shifter, you ended up being team player. You ended up being mad team player. He was at the Icy Wind. That's fine. I gotta kill this thing now before it actually goes. for the... I gotta kill this thing right now before it puts up the rocks again. So I gotta come out to the Grand Bull. Didn't think that he'd go for the Sludge Bomb. That was a really good play. Honestly, that was a really good play, but I guess he realized that my Typhlosion was my win check. So I guess that's the thing. Had I have known that... okay, telephone ring again. Not even telephone ring reminder. Had I have known that, though, I would have been in the clear. And then I accidentally, goddamn, never taught this freaking thing Play Rough again. And now I don't even have any form of stab. So I'm really screwed. At this point, I kind of have to go for the either EQ or close combat. In a huge bind, to be honest. It's kind of my own fault for not, you know... Close combat is 120, so it's kind of my own fault that I didn't bring. Like, I'm gonna forever regret that. That I did not bring. He's gonna outspeed me as well, so I know that I can take that because I'm AV and it's not even stab. As long as he doesn't get the poison, I should be okay. As there goes the close combat, and it's able to take out the Palpitoad. So I'm looking kind of good and kind of not. It's just really bothering me how I didn't put in Play Rough again. You know, I probably should have hard scaled in Play Rough. I didn't do that at all. So that thing is gonna be able to get taken out. As he's not going to bring out the Cheese, I don't think Cheese can kill me with a Volt Tackle from this range. But then again, I don't have an Intimidate user. I have dual Intimidate users. If I look at it, actually, if I look at it, I don't need my Quillfish. So I'm going to come with the Quillfish, sack that, and then come straight back out into my Gramble, which way that I can get dual Intimidate off anything, so Volt Tackle shouldn't be doing too much, and then I should be in the clear. As he's going to go for the Fake Out, so I guess the Keyman's a little bit of a different set than my Pikachu, because usually I run like Volt Tackle and Quick Attack and all that kind of stuff, so, because I figured out that E-Speed is not a thing. E-Speed is unfortunately not a thing. Now I'm going to set up Spikes, but then again I should Waterfall, but then again, what are the chances of me? No, I'm going to go for Waterfall. There's no chance of me living anything that he wants to go, but I should have gone for the Spikes. Initially, that was my goal, but I unfortunately didn't do that. The only mons that he actually has left is the Glaceon, the Walrein, and the Pikachu. So unfortunately for me, I made a really dumb play here. I went for the Waterfall, figured that he may want to stay in, going for the Volt Tackle. But I guess he had no reason to sort of do that. He does come out to the Walrein, though, so now I can set up Spikes on the Walrein, but I think this thing may be a substitute Stall Rain, and if it ends up being a Stall Rain, Hakeem, I swear to God, I will kill you, because I faced these things so many times, and I really don't want to fight with these things. Good thing for me, though, I do pack the Paint Splits. I can just get Paint Splits off on this beefy Pokemon. And I think he may run Hidden Power Ground, because there is an Assault Vest set for this guy, and they do run Hidden Power Ground on that, just for Poison types, or this guy, especially for the Quillfish. So, as I do go for the Paint Split, he goes for the Curse instead. That's going to be a big-ass problem. I don't know if this thing gets priority or not. Now, what I can do, though, is really just not be too worried. I don't need the Intimidate on it, but I am really bulky, and I don't know how this thing can really touch me. I'm going to put up all hazards and let this guy set up, see what he wants to do. And then I have a Rotom Fan, which just easily outspeeds and can go for the Air Slash. As he does go for the Ice Beam, I don't really know why he went for Curse and then Ice Beam. I'm not too sure as to why that happened. Maybe he just wants to Curse for the defense, not even for the attack, and then he's probably just going to do that to get a little more bulkier. So I don't really know, but that does not confirm that he's not Assault Vest. So I'm going to keep setting up my Spikes. I don't think he has any format of getting rid of them at all. As he's going to go for the Surf, okay, so I do resist all of his hits. He doesn't really have anything that can touch me. As I can continue to do this, as I think he has leftovers. I don't remember his item. As he doesn't have lefties, so I don't know what he has, honestly. As they're gonna get at my last layer of Spikes, this should be crippling down the Pikachu a lot, as well as the Glaceon. Unfortunately for me, though, I got rid of my Stealth Rock, so really the Glaceon is still gonna be around, and it's still gonna pose a very big threat. I think he's trying to get a Freeze, though. It's not happening anytime soon, though, because my Dingus is so powerful. But I don't have anybody that switches in on Ice Beam, I think. Nope, I got no one that switches in, so what I literally have to do is let this guy die. So we're going to be in somewhat of a stalemate, a stalemate. I'm trying to get as much damage as I can off on this guy. My plan is here, though, for him to keep doing damage to me, to where I can wither it down from Paint Split, that way that I can take him out with the Waterfall, and I should be good to go. I'm sitting here waiting for him to get a crit Ice Beam just to knock me out and be like, oh my god, that was a crit, dude, oh my god. But I'm gonna go for Waterfall now because at the difference of our HPs, there really has no reason for me of going for the Pain Split. I have no reason to go for the Pain Split at all, as that Waterfall did nothing. I ended up getting a flinch. That's unfortunate. I've literally never gotten a flinch in Waterfall for like a good 5 months. Seems like January, I think. January, yeah, from like January, February, somewhere around there. I haven't gotten a flinch at Waterfall in a long ass time. So I guess I'm getting lucky today. As I don't get another flinch, she's gonna go for the Ice Beam, and that is going to be taking me out, I think. No, I barely hang on. Okay. Okay. So again, I could Pain Split here, but the hell be the point? Actually, if I did that, that'd be kind of nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. That'd be kind of nice. That'd be kind of nice, actually. That'd be kind of nice. I just prolonged the battle a lot, but this thing is really thick, so I need to get rid of it, and it poses a big threat. So it's a Pikachu, water Pokemon and Pikachu pose really good threats. You just kind of have to work around it, you know. You got to work around it. You got to predict the Pikachu switch in, and then you got to go for the right move. So, you know, I can't go for the T-Wave. It's got a Pikachu. You got to make the right plays. So I'm going to go for the Waterfall here again and see how much damage it's going to be able to do to this Walrein. I don't think it's going to KO from this range. It's going to get 2, 3 at KO from this range. As it looks to be another 2 at KO from this range, it's going to reveal the rest. Oh god, if he pulls off the Chesto Berry. Oh my god. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, he's not. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what the actual hell? Bro, I've been Pain Splitting. What are you doing? You're prolonging the battle. I'm really confused. I'm really confused. He's gonna get out of here. Doesn't even matter. Both of the Pokemon are full HP, so I don't understand as to why. I'm really confused. He brought it all the way back up to full HP and a switch. I'm really confused right now. That was an interesting play. An interesting ass play. I don't need this, like, Quillfish. I don't think he's realized that I'm just trying to sack this Quillfish. Oh, I don't pack T-Wave on this guy. Okay, I don't know why. But he's gonna go for the Ice Beam. I think this Ice Beam will be able to KO me. As it is able to KO me, that's fine. I don't really care. I just wanted it to die. As I think at this point I can just bring in Typhlosion and spam Eruption. See how that goes for me, you know? See how that goes. So let's try it. Let's try that out. Honestly, let's try that out. Because I could go for the Flamethrower as well. I have no reason to go for the Eruption. I really don't. Should I go for the Eruption as a question? No, I'm at half health. I'm going for the Flamethrower. I'm going for the Flamethrower. He's going to withdraw, so I think he has Hidden Power Ground on that. I'm pretty sure I battled him before with that thing, and I'm pretty sure he's revealed Hidden Power Ground. But with the Spikes damage, should be helping me out at least a bit. I think packs Thick Fat. I don't really know its ability, but they're really, really, really annoying. As the only thing that did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. I got to get out of here. Like, I can go out to Gramble. Luckily, I still have Gramble. Had I have not had Gramble and stuck with Typhlosion and Rotom Fan, the match would have been so much more at his edge. Would have been really screwed. Hoping that he's still asleep from this turn, and he is. Okay, so that's great. As I can get off a close combat. I don't think a close combat's gonna be able to KO from that range. I think I'm underestimating the power of Gramble. As he's still asleep, so I don't know what's up with my voice today, but it's not cooperating. As it is gonna be able to be taken out. The Walrein is gone. The obnoxious, different, unique 6th gen Stalrain. I think it's a 6th gen set. I don't even think it's a thing. With Rest, Surf, Ice Beam, and Rest, and Surf, and Ice Beam, and Rest. I point out Rest so much because god diggity doodah. I'm just so confused, man. I'm so confused. I'm going to go out to my Rotom Fan, though. I don't think he's going to go for the Volt Tackle. I think, if anything, he wants to go for the Fake Out so that he can get me in range of killing me for a Volt Tackle, because I think he knows that I can live from that range, which I highly doubt, because I think he's underestimating the power of Pikachu. Nice and cheese, man. Nice and cheese. I'm going to go for the Air Slash, though. Or no. Should I? Is the question. Should I? Let's go for the Air Slash. I don't want to go for Hidden Power Ice and then him going for going out to his Glaceon. He's actually going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. So I'm going to be able to eat that up, though, because Rotom Fan is super specially defensive. As I know Pikachu's really frail, so even resisting that, it's still going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage, which it does. So at this point, I can just go for another Air Slash, sack it off to the Glaceon. He's going to go for the Volt Tackle, trying to get me with that forceful KO. I'm still able to hang on, though, Rotom Fan. Rotom Fan, you the real MVP, man. You the real MVP. Rotom Fan is able to live that Volt Tackle. Now, I don't know if that was min-max. I'm going to calculate after this battle. But I don't think it mattered in the long run. He kind of lost his chance of winning with that recoil and spikes both being up, so he couldn't really swap out too much. I'm going to sack it off to the Glaceon, and then I'm going to bring... Oh! He's not even scarfed. He specs. Okay. So that makes up for everything now, and that's going to be the narrow... I think that's 3. Oh no, they're going to count my death! Okay, I think it was a 4-0, and now I just brought it down to a 3-0. I think. 3-0? 3-0, I think. I'm not too sure. Let's check. No, it's a 2-0 because I did sack on my Quillfish. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It's very easy to just click that button. It's very simple to support the series and everything, and it shows that you guys are really enjoying it. And then let me know in the comments down below and who you thought the real MVP was. I am NumbNexus Battling Conductor, and I am out. Pip to the double Cheerio.